This new promo Mankey packs a crazy 1-2 punch with 1 fighting energy dealing 30 damage and also dealing 10 damage to itself. This Mankey card absolutely fundamentally changes how the Primeape archetype works. Before this, Mankey Primeape was not very good. Frankly, it was fine, but hard to get online. But if you're not familiar with Primeape, which I'm sure you are by now with this free event that's going on, but Fight Back is 2 fighting energies for 40 damage. If this Pokemon has damage on it, this attack does 60 more damage. So if you go second, even Mankey Primeape in your hand, you could have done 130, 140 damage if you have Giovanni already. So today I'm going to talk about 3 different deck profiles I built with it. One being what I think is the strongest with it. The second one is being a little bit more of a flavor depending on what cards you have available, and the free-to-play friendly variation, because Mankey's a free card, is fairly straightforward to get with the Lapras event that's going on right now, and I want everyone to be absolutely dominating the meta. So the first deck, the best Mankey deck that I have cooked up for us today, runs 2 Cubones, 2 Mankeys, 2 Primapes, 1 regular Marowak, and 2 Marowak EXs. Now, Marowak is not my favorite card in the game because you flip and you can often deal 0, but it's so cheap to get online, and this deck is just about being super duper aggressive. If you listen to my recent podcast episode with Nina, I talked about my philosophy for building these decks. I build a deck, I pick a theme, I pick a card, and I stick to it. I don't really have a plan B, I have a plan A, and plan A is fast beatdown. That's kind of our main bodies, and you can have a lot of flex with these different item cards, as I always say, but for my personal preference, I rock 2 potions, 2 X speeds, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professor's Research, 1 Giovanni, and 2 Sabrinas. Let's get into a couple games. For the first couple matches with the best Mankey deck, I am actually going to participate in the emblem event that's running on right now. There's a handful of rewards I still don't have. It's really fun and a great place to try kind of where people are playing the best of their best decks. A lot of Mewtwo's are running around, so Mankey isn't necessarily the best, but I definitely think it goes toe-to-toe, paw-to-paw, tail-to-tail with a lot of the Pikachus that are running around. So let's see exactly what our opponent's running in here. They've got 1 Mewtwo emblem, which does not bode well for me at all, but our starting hand's pretty solid. We've got Cubone-Marowak, so an aggressive start. As you know, Cubone-Marowak can knock out Mewtwo on turn 4 at the earliest, so always fun to potentially get going. Ooh, a Jigglypuff. Oh, I wonder what this is gonna be. Looks like maybe a Jolteon variation, I think, overall here. We're going second, which is preferred, especially with the hand that I have. I think I'm going to hold my Professor's Research. I've been did dirty by a lot of red cards lately, which is not fun. It's not fun at all when you get red carded. So I'm trying to avoid that, try to play a little bit around it. If I don't need, that supporter this turn, I might hang on to it a little bit more than I have historically, but definitely going to thin down with our Pokeball here. I'm going to try to be really aggressive. This deck's not looking, our opponent's board isn't looking super set up. Here's our Primeape, line B for sure. In this scenario, I like to rocket plan A, but plan B is just fine with it. We're going to hold this research here. I'm going to growl, hopefully save myself some damage overall. Very basic turn 1. They will not be able to get Wigglytuff online their next turn. That needs 3 energies. There's no way to accelerate it. Yeah, it looks like they're rocking an electric. I wonder if it's a Jolteon deck or maybe an Evolution sort of deck. I've tried a few of those to make work with normal, but usually when you rock an electric deck, this is not what I'm used to seeing, right? With my philosophy, electric decks are fast. I'm going to deal a lot of damage. This Wigglypuff is a wall and more of a wall card, more of a stall kind of mess with you card. We could do our regular Marowak here, but I think we're gonna rock the EX. Pray that we get some good RNG, knock out this Wigglypuff in 1 turn maybe, get that quick concede from our opponent. Okay, Gardevoir coin, a soft little flickeroony. Okay, oh, hopefully yes. Okay, one is fine. 80 damage, 2 energy is not bad. Definitely one of the higher ends, and hits for 100. Just need to flip 1 more. I think this match is going to be pretty straightforward. This deck is pretty straightforward. Games are really quick. I hardly ever get my timer down to 15 minutes on my end or my opponent's end. So just something to think about there. Our opponent's rocking, a Pikachu EX. Okay, word of advice. If you're playing Pikachu EX, only run electric cards. You're just shooting yourself in the foot. Okay, there's our red card angle. So I'm happy I didn't play the Professor's Research to some extent. But at the same time, okay, here's a Marowak, here's Marowak EX, and here's a Primeape. Okay, our hand's fine. Don't have a lot of resource, don't have a lot of utility, but we do have everything we need. I'm actually gonna maybe hold this Primeape, I think, until I get some Mankey damage. I don't know. They already red carded me once. The idea that they have another red card is pretty low. Okay, just one head, 50-50. Okay. Marowak is not doing us too dirty. It's doing us totally fine. So happy with that. Happy with how this is going. Pretty bread and butter here, nothing too fancy. The absolute best start, I think, is Mankey turn 1, but you're going second, and then you can deal, you know, that 30 damage, hit yourself for 10, and then get your Primeape out, and then one-shot so many cards at that point, so many EXs. It doesn't get Mewtwo, but it does get all the legendary birds. It gets Pikachu, gets legendary birds with a Giovanni. You get Pikachu, you get so much stuff. And right here, look, like, we're only gonna deal 60 because they have this Eevee, this Jigglypuff angle. Maybe they don't have all the cards, you know, no shame, but if you're running Pikachu EX, keep it electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. I think I'm gonna go ahead and evolve this right here, actually. Maybe. I have a lot of options. We're just gonna see if we can win, actually. I just need 2 heads. Oh, just one more, come on. Yes! Marowak did not do us dirty. He did us very well. We didn't get a show off our Mankey. Definitely gonna play another one with this best deck, but like quote unquote best deck. I like the Marowak variation other than the other variation. I'm gonna show you guys because you can retreat a little bit easier with your Cubone off an X speed. Another variation I've run when you've kind of got your card out there, a lot of the rock cards, fighting cards are very expensive in terms of retreat. There's my 5th win here. So I don't like that as much. This just gives me more options, more angles, more room. It's just about being fast. The other deck needs a little ramp up, and like I said, we're gonna get to it. But let's rock another. If you guys haven't looked at these missions for this event, just started today, the day that I'm uploading this, which is November 7th. But there's a lot of rewards for just playing these. Like not necessarily winning, but just like doing them. You get a bunch of shine dust. You get, you know, pack hourglasses, my free to play friends. I definitely recommend right now playing in the event battles. You can try different decks, but people generally are running a little bit sweatier. And I don't know how the system works. Maybe people within their own tiers are matching up against each other. I'd be curious to see. I hadn't run into someone with that second event tag until now, where I just got bumped up into it. I played maybe 7 games. That's my 5th win right there. Okay, let's see if we can get a Mankey start. And we can. Are we going second? Ooh, baby. This is it. The dream start. So I've got some water going on, probably a Lapras EX angle. A couple different options for water. Could be a Articuno, could be a Staryu, could be a, you know, some sort of Greninja. Ooh, it looks like we're doing Lapras Golduck. I love Lapras Golduck. I think it's very good. It's super free to play friendly. Very, very solid, very strong. They're going to prevent me from using a lot of my supporter cards, which is totally fine. I'm not really relying on them right now. Looks like they've rocked their research. They've got their Lapras on their bench. They're probably got a Misty somewhere lurking in their hand, ready to get us. Again, I think we're going to play. Actually, I'm not going to play that. I'm just going to hit them. And now we've got our damage on our Mankey. Our Primeape will be coming out soon and dealing a ton of damage. It'll knock that Lapras out so fast. If I were my opponent here, I would definitely focus on loading up my Lapras as fast as possible because they're gonna need a body to live through Primeape. But, oh, here they've got their Golduck. Are they gonna try to Misty it? They'll go out next turn regardless. Let's see what they do. I would Misty the Lapras here still. Just let the Golduck go, you know, evolved in case I don't have the Primeape in my hand. Well, there's an Articuno EX too. Ooh, they're building a chunky deck. Okay, oh, they're going for the Articuno line. Misty? No Misty. Very interesting. Okay. We're going to, for sure, Professor's Research here because I want some more stuff on the bench, just in case they can start smacking me. Okay, we didn't get any of our other basic Pokemon. That's okay. I didn't want them anyways. We're going to go ahead and smack for 100 here. We're going to be able to knock all this out in 2 hits. And unless they have a Misty to get their Articuno to 80, they're not going to be able to knock it out. And I'll swap. I'll Sabrina them next turn. That is the one side. Primeape's pretty fragile, and I could lose. I could lose this turn just because I haven't got any other basic Pokemon out, which is pretty surprising because I've got 3 more and 2 Pokeballs. Like, I've got a lot. I put this energy on, which makes me think they don't have a Misty. I'll lose it next turn though. This is a little bit of a rough spot. They're gonna hit for 40. That's fine. I just need something on the bench here. I got another Sabrina. Let me go ahead and Sabrina them. I think they're gonna go for the Psyduck, and I think I'm still gonna lose. Pretty unfortunate scenario for this deck overall, but you guys definitely got the vibe. It's aggressive. I don't know what's gonna get here. I have a turn. Oh, they went for Lapras. That is a crazy misplay. Because if they went for Psyduck, I wouldn't have been able to get it. Like, I would have knocked it out and they could have promoted something. I only have 1. But if they go for Lapras, they're gonna have to retreat it. So a little bit of a misplay here for sure for my opponent, I think. I definitely would have promoted the Psyduck, and then next turn, just like, let me knock it out, let me, you know, do whatever. There's a couple different things, you know. It guarantees them the win, kind of regardless almost. Not 100%, but it definitely puts them in a good spot. Do they have 2? That's crazy. Okay, let me just. I thought I had it. I didn't have it, but that's okay. I'm gonna do one more with this deck. Just I want to show it off a little bit more. I promise you it's been really, really good. I really like the one regular Marowak in there as well, just for a couple of like, it's kind of like that guaranteed like last beatdown finisher. Like I need 40 more damage, boom. I don't want a coin flip. Let's just go for it. I really recommend tossing in one. And Marowak's pretty free to play friendly as well, especially if you chose the, oh my goodness, which pack is it? The Mewtwo pack, I think comes with Marowak. I think Pikachu comes with Arcanine. I can't remember. I think that's right. I'm not 100% sure. If you guys remember which ones, let me know. I'm on the fly here. I did make a video about it, but it's been a minute. I'm trying to think which one I picked first, because I wanted the Bulbasaur illustration rare. Charmander comes with Charizard. Squirtle comes with Pikachu. Yeah, it has to be Mewtwo. I definitely got Marowak on this account first. Oh, we're rocking against a Dragonite deck. This deck is really good against Dragonite because it's so fast. Okay, honestly, that's fine. I didn't have a great hand anyways, but they have one red card down. Again, I've seen a lot of red card. I'm not a red card believer, but apparently it is popular right now. Really popular. So we're gonna Pokeball here. Definitely gonna hit for 30 with the Mankey. Hopefully we get a Cubone. Okay, another Mankey's good too. Toss this other Mankey down. Toss this fighting energy on him. Hit with the research. Unlikely for them to have another rare red card in their hand or running another red card. Didn't hit our Primeape, that's okay. We'll still be able to knock this out fairly quickly. Got a Giovanni in the mix here. Got a couple other things. I know it's running a low amount of basic cards, but I think it's good. I know it's good. I won a lot with it. I really like it. Definitely my favorite variant of it. And it's, like I said, very free to play friendly overall. But I'll have an even better one, more free to play friendly one that I'll show you, in addition to another variation. We're gonna do a couple game more. Okay, we did not hit our Primeape. Okay, believe in the Primeape hit. Believe in the Primeape hit. Potion and 3. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna do our Marowak. Oh, we don't have a Marowak actually. We do have Marowak, we don't have a Cubone. So we're gonna toss this right here. Don't have a, we're just gonna go ahead. We'll hit and then we'll potion next turn. I've only got 9 cards left in my deck. 2 of them are Primeape. 2 of them are Cubone. 2 of them are Pokeball. That's 6. 2 of them are X. One of them is X speed. One of them's Giovanni. One of them's Reno. Like, that's the rest of my cards in my deck. But this is gonna absolutely obliterate me here in a second if I'm not careful. It's like 80, 80, 80. I'll have to Marowak angle it. This Marowak is 100 HP, but okay, another Sabrina. Not really what I was looking for, to be honest with you. I think I just hit for 30 again. I'm thinking here. It's not looking good. This hand's a little rough. Because I don't need this potion right now. Really need a Cubone. Let's go ahead and load this one up. Let's just go ahead and take the free knock, I guess. We'll make them swap again in a second. They're gonna hit, actually they're gonna knock this out almost 100% of the time. I almost find, I'd be hard pressed for them to not knock this out. We'll see though. They've got lightning energies. Oh, they can't blizzard. How unfortunate. But I also can't hit them because I will lose. So, rock, hard place. If we get Primeape, that'd be really good. And that's what I want. I want to evolve it next turn into a Primeape. And that's like that's a really good play. So they'll do 40 and then they'll deal 100. And they don't have it. We got it. This is it. This is it. 40. They're gonna hit me, you know, for whatever. They can't do Blizzard because they're running a silly deck. They might not hit it. If they don't hit it, they'll actually win. Well, they won't win, but I don't like dual colored decks that much. They're fun in theory. I like Dragonite. I love the art on the card, but when you toss in like Articuno or Lapras and stuff like that, it's just not work. It just not work. It just does not work super well, in my opinion. It's really inconsistent. Just because there's so many 50-50 flips. Like, you're already doing a bunch of coin flips with Dragonite. You're coin flipping with your energy, then you're coin flipping with your guards. I need a Cubone in here. Oh, they have potion. Are they gonna hit me with 40? Hit me for 40. Do it. Do it. Do it. I bet they won't. If they're smart, they won't. And they'll stall it until they can guarantee the one shot. But they never can. Oh, they did do it. Okay. That works for me. I'm definitely gonna potion. here as well. Oh, here's a Pokeball. We can start loading up a Cubone into a Marowak, which is really good. Thankfully, guaranteed damage here. Cubone on the bench. Easy. Load up a fighting. Let's go ahead and potion our little friend here, just in case. You know, they might have a Giovanni, but now we hit for 100. And they have to retreat here or they lose. It's probably the concede angle. Again, I cannot stress how much I love this Mankey card with Primeape and how free-to-play friendly the Lapras has been and how interesting the cards have been. There's more cards coming soon. There's a new Haunter coming soon. That's different than the previous one. There's a new Jigglypuff coming soon that will put your opponent to sleep. I think that's going to be really cool to see played with. I'll probably retreat here and promote this Articuno if I had to guess. No, just let us move on. Oh, Misty, uh-oh. Please no. Tails. Yes. Just concede, homie. You don't retreat it. Do you concede here? Let me know down below. If you are the Misty player, if you are the Articuno Dragonite player, would you have conceded just to kind of move on with the misery? You don't have your Dragonair, you don't have any water energy coming in the next 2 turns. Your Articuno, you know, is mostly hopeless. Is there a water one coming up next? Well, there's not. It's electric again. Yeah. So, frankly, I think my time's being slightly wasted. Not super wasted, but it's all good. We're just gonna smack for 100. I'm just gonna hold on to the rest of this. Like, they don't have a way out. They can have another Misty in their hand. They can flip 3 heads. But then almost still, like, I should have taught, if you wanted a guaranteed kind of thing, you would have just put this Marowak down here with the 40 instead of the EX, because I'm playing, there it is. GG's. This is how the deck plays out. Just play fast, play aggro. You could toss in a little bit of stuff if you wanted in. Farfetch, frankly, might have a little bit of a place. Not a ton. I didn't like it when I tested it out, but if you have it and you want to go even more aggro, I like guaranteeing myself to have either the Mankey or the Cubone. So it's a flip, 50-50 flip on getting my Mankey in. Kabutops, I played with that line. I think that's a really solid option. Kabutops, Mankey, Primeape too. Not my favorite either. All right, next we're going to move into our second profile with another EX card. So here for our next profile, we are going to feature Machamp EX with the Primeape. I think this card's a little overrated. I think it's gaining some more popularity recently, but pretty much the line here is 2 Machops, 2 Mankeys, 2 Primapes, 2 Machokes, 2 Machamps. The reason I like Cubone-Marowak more is because of the retreat cost of Machop. You have a 50-50 chance to draw Machop on turn 1 because you're guaranteed a basic EX. But it's 2 energy to retreat, which is too expensive, even with X speed. So for my trainers, my support line, I'm running 2 potions, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Giovannis, 2 Sabrinas. I'm not even running the X speeds because, like I said, when I commit to a deck, I commit to it. You're not going to retreat him. Like, if you get the Machop out first, you're going to use the Machop. So let's show one game of this featuring the Mankey Machop. I think it's still good, especially if you don't have Marowaks, you have Machops. I think that's an easy thing to toss in and potentially replace 4 EX cards. Like I mentioned in the previous profile, for my 3 tier 1s, I almost like Kabutops a little bit better because you're guaranteed a Mankey draw on turn 1, which is really cool and fun to play around with. I'm just gonna, am I going second? This is a perfect start. Mankey in hand, going second with the Primeape Evo. Your opponent never has red card. I've never seen red card. There hasn't been any red card in this video. We're not gonna see any red card, but we're gonna show off one game with this deck, win or lose, and then I'm gonna show you the fully free-to-play version profile at the end that I have liked using as well. Again, what is with these Jigglypuff text on this ladder? The new Jigglypuff is not out. The new Jigglypuff, I think, is just Sing, or maybe it's attack, and it's just put your opponent's active card to sleep, but you cannot accelerate energy on this. Is this a new tech? Did someone put out a profile where they toss Jigglypuff in as a card, or is this like the free-to-play angle? Because I could see the free-to-play angle, but if I'm running Moltres, I'm gonna run Fire, just like with Pikachu. That Pikachu deck we saw was really weird. Okay, this makes a lot more sense, but I'll be able to almost knock this out. With Giovanni, right, you can get the knock. I am running 2 Giovannis in this version, but I'll be 10 short on this, but it'll be really quick to get it and maybe potentially draw it. 10 short, right? We're gonna do 100, 130 by turn 4 is crazy. Even 140 potentially if you get that Giovanni. So if you guys have Mankey and you're looking for a new deck to cook up, I definitely recommend trying out one of these, especially with the new event, especially with all the new hourglasses. I absolutely think it's worth it. It's been really fun. There's been a lot of events. Frankly, as a creator, I've been having a little bit of a hard time keeping up right when they, you know, the Chansey one, fine. Okay, not much of an event, but then they tossed out the Lapras one. I was like, oh my gosh, and you know, trying to do it on both the accounts. And then now there's this PvP event. Oh, and there's the new cards from the Lapras event to use in the PvP event. I'm like, wait. But you know what? It's all good. I'm having a lot of fun. This game's been great. You know, my biggest thing was kind of like complaining about the lack of a reason to play a ranked battle, and this event has given you rewards for playing more, which is really fun to see. Not only is there a cosmetic reward, but there's also pack rewards off the initial chunk and Shine Dust. Shine Dust isn't great. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is not good. Oh, it's a flip angle. Okay, hear me out. Wait, I'm gonna Brina them. I'm gonna force the swap. I want them to swap this in. I want them to be like, oh, he doesn't have it. I want to rage quit them. I want to see. Do you concede here? Bye, Moltres. That was crazy. That was a crazy choice on their end. A crazy choice, but that's okay. That's okay. Don't do that. If you're boosting up a Pokemon, don't sack it off of 50-50. Off of, what does he have, Primeape in his hand? Maybe they didn't know how Primeape works, you know, and they're just trying the ladder for fun. I would have conceded here. If I was them, but like, well, I'm 2 energy behind. I lost my, you know, card I was gonna use to beat them, and now it's now. Hopefully I draw Giovanni next turn. Just GG. Again, this deck is so fun. You know, it stands the heat. Haha. Hope you laughed. You probably didn't. But at least I can make myself laugh when I make these. What's the line? What is the line here? I mean, it's Inferno Dance on your Charmeleon. Or probably the Vulpix. I would Inferno Dance my Vulpix. I hope I have a Ninetales. Next turn, they're not going to knock me, but I will knock them. They have to retreat. 0 heads? Can we get a 0 heads? Just boop. Boop. Come on. Oh, it's not 0. Hopefully not 3. I'll take 1. 1 works, but... And they put it on the Vulpix. Okay, makes me think they may have a Ninetales. Ninetales chilling around. Okay, we'll go. I'm gonna rock the Mankey. Still, we're gonna hit him with the Research. Let's see what we've got. Potion. That's pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and... I don't want to evolve this yet. We're gonna drop this other Machamp, play around red card a little bit. Probably not gonna play red card if I have 3 in my hand like this. They have to have Giovanni to knock this out. He's like, they don't have it. I'm gonna be like, they don't have it. And if they do have it, I'll still knock it out with my Mankey. Next turn, they have no prizes. You know, all my prizes are one cost prizes. I'm glad I wasn't forced into playing the Machamp. Again, I definitely think it's weaker than the Cubone angle. And there's 3. Are they gonna hit me for Inferno Dance? Heat Blast? I mean, are they gonna Heat Blast me with the Sabrina? Okay, here you go. Hey, you can have this. That's fine. You can knock this out. If they're smart, they wouldn't knock it out. Because I'm 5% through here. They'll knock it out. They'll knock it out. Yeah. There's no way they don't. Because you could have given yourself time, because I can't retreat it. There's no way to accelerate. You could have, you know, built up stuff, knocked out stuff. There's a lot of lines here. But this is going to be the game for me. Off just Primeape winning very, very quickly. I could throw with the potion here, but let's hit for another 100. No, it's not even throw. It still would have got it. And with that win, and another win in my bag for the PvP challenge, I'm going to show you the fully free-to-play deck. Again, I'm not going to play it for you all, but I do want to show something, just give you all a few options, and hopefully stick around to this point in the video. I'm going to call it the Nina Tech. If you listen to our pod, Nina was talking about it on her free-to-play account. She absolutely loves tossing in a Hitmonlee, because the fighting was one of the few decks she can make right now, but it's because of Stretch Kick. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. People just aren't expecting it. You know, when you think about it, you only think about Greninja hitting your bench, or maybe Articuno, but with a Hitmonlee tossed in this deck, you could toss in 2 if you have it, but basically, the difference here is I'm running a Sandshrew Sandslash line, which again is very fast. 2 energy, does 70 guaranteed, 100 HP, a little bit bulkier than Primeape, very quick, and also 1 Hitmonlee. You could run 2, but I found this variant to work pretty well. 2 potions, 2 X speeds, 2 Pokeballs, 2 researches, 1 Giovanni, and 2 Sabrinas. Let me guys know if you've had success with Mankey. Have you unlocked your Mankey? How have you been enjoying the PvP event? And how have you been enjoying this Lapras event? Catch you all in the next video very soon.